Honshu Tactical Wakazaki. It's done this so far. Now, this sword did not come particularly sharp, so it's not going to be your, brush clearing kind of sword or blade in general. But what I am finding is it excels in chopping motions. It's a little far away. So, switch my hands here. You can definitely see that it's a decent chopper. No loosening, no nothing. Except the Honshu, we need to have a major talk about these rubberized grips, because in theory they feel good, but already, as you can see, my hand is turning red. Show me, don't tell me feature of swordplay. And generally speaking, you're not really supposed to chop a fucking tree down with a sword, but I'm doing it anyways. And again, nothing's loose. Blade's as straight as when I started. And I've done that with this. Now, something I could probably mention is the fact that this has a relatively short grip and a relatively short blade, meaning it's incredibly balanced. I don't remember if I did a review of this sword or not, but I think the balance point is about right here. So literally just maybe a 1/4 inch from where this Habaki-like ricasso is. And the blade is stupid thick. And it basically maintains its thickness all the way to the tip, as I said in my review, if I made one. If not, I'll look through them after this video and do an actual review. Now with a bit of destruction test footage for the review of this sword. And I'm striking, but then I'm also getting quite a bit of deflection since I'm doing this one-handed. I really need to employ a camera guy or make a filming stand for over at my parents' place. Oh, the one fucking time it cuts this thin shit. And I don't even think I got it on camera. Ow! Ooh, son of a bitch. Godless bastards. Ow. The things I go through to make these fucking videos. Now, well, the chair's not gonna work. Sword definitely got a bit of damage. Well, not really damage, I should say, as more as the tip is just completely covered in dirt. But it doesn't really matter because this stupid tree I'm going to cut down with this sword. Now, if any of you have watched my videos for the last few months, you'll have seen that I've done something similar with the Cold Steel Warrior O Series katana. Just gonna jab that into the tree for right now, because I'm getting fucking pissed at this thing. I've already bloodied myself. So you know what? This is the stump of the tree that I cut with the Warrior O katana. You know what? Get the fuck off of there, stupid caterpillar. Put the phone into the slot. It's this tree right there that I'm cutting. Yes, I do have the Warrior O katana on my back. This has turned into a destruction test kind of review of the Honshu Wakazaki. Just as straight as when I began. Holy shit! The pommel fell off. Obviously, this was a glued and threaded pommel. So now the Wakazaki is pommelless, which I can see inside now has a very nice thick tang. Who knows? The whole fact that the sword is now pommelless. Oh, that pommel acted as a major counterweight because now the balance point is here. let's continue, shall we? Timber, Honshu, United Cutlery, Honshu, Boshin, Wakazaki. Yep. Good sword, decent blade. Honshu, you need to work on your pommel. Ozark Trail, hatchet. That would have been bad if I just went like that, but it went like that. As you can see, I suck at throwing a hatchet and I suck at using it. But let's see how well this batons. Got a little rattle in it now. I don't see a batoning stick anywhere around here. So I'm gonna do something really stupid. Because I'm lazy. Now this is really interesting. So, what happened was, I think I scratched my head. Hitting the back of the sword actually did more damage to the hatchet than it did to the spine. So we can see here The spine took absolutely no damage at all. As you saw, I batoned that tree stump in half. Slight wiggle in the guard. And I guess if I really wanted to, I could fill that with JB Weld and stick the pommel back in. Mainly, really, I would do that pretty much for the aesthetics alone. Now, I do also own the big brother, or should I say, big sister of this sword. But I'm not keen on using that sword for shit like this. Simply because it was a Christmas present and I don't want to fuck up the blade beyond any measure of redemption. But Honshu, I gotta admit, you make a really fucking damn tough blade. It's just, gotta work on your pommels, okay? Because there are crazy ass rednecks like me out there that will try to do what I just did to that tree to something like this. And if any of you have been watching my videos for a while, you very well know that the Cold Steel Warrior O Series katana can chop down a tree this thick. As you just witnessed. Time I actually cleanly sliced through it. So yeah. Now obviously, this blade is much, well not much thicker than the Honshu. If I really had to say, the Cold Steel Warrior O Series katana is just maybe a hair thicker than the Honshu, but yet delivers far greater results. Now this is also about 4 or 5 times the price. That's about $100. Give or take. This was $700. So for $700, you're getting a hell of a lot more blade and material overall. But yeah. Honestly, if I'm going in a situation where I know I need a strong, reliable blade, I won't be taking the Honshu. This is more for like when you're going camping and you need to split firewood if your dumbass friend forgot to bring the axe that you told him 30 times before you left not to forget. This is more like if you're stranded in the wilderness and you need to basically do everything. Cut the tree, split the wood. I'd argue if you sharpen the entire blade, It would also be a very good fire stick maker and kindling maker. I don't know. The only part of the blade that's actually sharp to my standards is this up here. And you're not going to, and you probably won't believe this, but even after doing that, this sword has not dulled in the slightest. That thing was already dull. It was like an axe, but it had the sharpness of an axe, but on the blade of a sword. So, yeah. And you see these vines that I cut so effortlessly, very cleanly. Look at that. Alright? I have never been able to cut through these things. Ever. I take that back. I did it. The first time I cut through these things wasn't actually with this sword. It was with the Dragon King Winter Sun. But you get my gist. Now, what is with all this destruction testing all of a sudden? Outlaw Samurai, you don't do destructive testing. I do, but I don't. What I mean by that is, I don't want to fuck up a sword I don't think can handle abusive testing. Evidence. Alright? With how thick this sword is, and with Cold Steel's claims, this is a completely different beast altogether. This is a sword that, in my personal opinion, wasn't made for the stereotypical practitioner. This sword was more along the lines made for someone who was intending to take it onto an actual battlefield where you're fighting against opponents in armor. Alright? This sword is more suited to be on a 15th century, or actually with the size of this sword and everything, I'd say more 14th, 13th century if I'm being honest. But in any case, this is more suited to be on the 13th, 14th, 15th century battlefields than it would be in civilian use. Swords that were used in war generally were bigger, thicker, and made stouter to handle the rigmarole of war. I'll do a more in-depth video about the purposes and the difference between a civilian fighting sword and a sword that you would take into a battlefield. But if I was going on a medieval battlefield, and about all the swords of my collection, which one I would most stake my life on? Honestly, it's the Cold Steel, and I'm not even being a Cold Steel fanboy. I'm literally done the show me, don't tell me. Okay? I wasn't even going to use this sword for a video today. I was just going to wear it just because I usually wear or have at least one sword in the video of whatever I'm doing. I pulled this out on impulse and did that. And you just saw me baton. Now I'm not going to baton this simply because it does have a traditional raised spine. And I actually do want to keep this sword nice. To an extent. I mean, yeah, this thing is a beast. It's a warhorse. There's a reason I've renamed this sword the Thunder Demon, okay? Ferocious as a demon and cuts with the strength of... thunder! See? And even this tree. I mean, I'm taking chunks and gashes. Literally the depth of my finger to this far. sword is still perfectly straight. This thing takes anything I put in front of it and cuts through it. Nothing loose, okay? The only problem I had with this sword, which I remedied, was a loose kashira. I just took the son of a bitch off, rewrapped the sword with its own original wrappings, put some black electrical tape on it, added my classic two-tailed white tassel, and boom! We have this? I mean, I'm being the pinnacle of show me, don't tell me today. I don't know what else you want me to say, people. When I do destructive testing, it's usually on a product I know will handle it, or I have a strong feeling that will handle it. Hence, all the shit I've been doing, I take that back. Habaki wiggles. Just a little. It's very much minute. But yeah, I only really do destructive testing on swords and weapons and products that I feel will handle what I put them through, because I'm not sponsored by anybody. I pay for this shit out of my own pocket. I don't want it to break on me. But guess that's all for this video. Gotta lug all this shit back inside and clean off these swords. That's one thing every swordsman... That's one thing all we swordsmen have in common, and that's hating having to maintenance the blades. But until they make a stainless steel capable of doing the same shit carbon steel is, guess we're stuck like that. Hint, hint. Yes, I do intend to forge. Once I get, I know I've been talking about getting a forge for a few years, but shit keeps getting in my way. And I keep getting lazy and not ordering one, or making one. But that's going to change. Hopefully I'm going to get some changes going in my life where I can actually focus on this shit. And when I do, I'm going to forge a stainless steel sword. Yes, I'm not high. I'm not smoking. It's not 4:20 in the afternoon. I'm not smoking weed. I'm not snorting meth. I'm not injecting myself. I'm not drinking, okay? I'm going to forge a stainless steel sword. I'm going to come back here, target another one of these poor innocent trees that really haven't done anything, and test the son-of-a-bitch out. Now, granted, it'll probably be in winter where I can wear it'll probably be at a time of year where I can wear the proper safety gear and not overheat the shit out of myself. But that's all for this video. Until next time, my noble band of outlaws, Outlaw Samurai, tells all y'all, be crazy rednecks, be safe using weapons, and for the love of God, people, sharpen your blades, and you manufacturers out there. This was already dull when it came to me. Surprisingly, not that much duller, but still duller. The Ozark Trail, I literally bought this morning. Okay, so that unboxing video you saw is literally the precursor to this video. Which is actually the precursor to another video. I'm doing a theme here. A very subtle theme. But yeah, I just bought that axe this morning, and are you fucking kidding me? That thing has a like $2 sharpening job on it. I expect it to at least bite into freaking wood. And you're probably saying, well, you were trying to chop into a half cut tree already. Okay, fair enough. But look. Okay. It bites, it cuts, but it doesn't sink into the wood. Every other hatchet I've ever used sank into the wood I chopped into. And that's because they were sharp and basically not the elongated claw of a claw hammer. Or basically didn't have the edge of a carpenter's hammer. I take that back again. A carpenter's hammer may sink deeper in. Yeah, you can tell I'm a little bit pissy. I woke up on the wrong goddamn side of the bed this morning. You're getting pissy, Outlaw Samurai. I know, the secrets of Outlaw Samurai are slowly being revealed. But I bet this video has turned into like a 30-minute thing and I'm not going to get a lot of views on it. So I'm going to put a drink and a snack warning, okay? In the description, warning. In either the description or the title. Warning, this will be a drink and a snacker, so yeah. In any case, I'm out. Peace. Oh damn, I was right. 31 minutes, 32 seconds.